Hey guys, what's up? Guess who's back? The crazy kings of anime. Would you like to say some words, Steve? Because
Yes, welcome everyone. Today we have a very special episode. Today we introduce our newest series, Japanese Media Smackdown, in which we compare two popular Japanese media things, such as card games, video games, etc., etc. And then we and then we analyze them. I kind of lost my feather there. I'm sorry. But yeah, so today's episode is the episode we've promised for a long time now. We haven't been able to do it because school and we have to take care of these responsibilities first. Plus, Gabriel has a Nazi for a basketball coach, so
oh yeah, my basketball coach is a Nazi, and
he's an alternate. He makes him work like a dog. Poor guy.
oh yeah, and sorry we haven't made. I know we promised this video like 4 months ago, and
But
but school started and we finally got a week off school and we can do this video. We're actually gonna separate this into two parts. We're gonna do Yu-Gi-Oh versus Vanguard. We're gonna talk first about the card game and then the show itself.
all right. Now, to inform you guys, if you don't know what Yu-Gi-Oh is and you have no childhood, but you should know what it is by now. And if you don't, there's Wikipedia. However, Cardfight Vanguard is a newer card game that's been introduced. It was a collaboration between Akira Ito, the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! R, Satoshi Nakamura, the creator of Duel Masters, I believe. I'm hoping Wikipedia is not lying to me, and Bushiroad president Takai Kidani. All right. Now, first things first, we're going to want to talk about both card games is the rule set, how they play out, which game is the better considering. Now, where Yu-Gi-Oh, you do have time to think, and there's much more options. I would say, there's more like ways of being sneaky and devious and all other stuff with your trap cards and your spell cards. It's a bit too complex. It kind of takes people quite the while to learn what they're supposed to do and how they're supposed to do it.
If you haven't been playing for a long time, don't even bother going to a tournament or
Oh god, no.
because you're gonna get bored as fuck, you're gonna get cranky, and trust me, we both entered a tournament, the guy...
We entered a tournament once. Yeah, and we're not like seasoned players. We're just guys who play for fun. We decided to enter a tournament because you want to know what? Fuck it. Well, a tournament, why not? But my god, I mean, I think a little too much strategy goes into this game because I've spent literally 30 minutes waiting for a guy to make his first move.
Yeah, it's really, it makes me
Then again, not all players are like this. There are some players that like us who know what to do immediately, just slam down their cards, and if the opponent has any questions, you answer them, give them the card. But there are people who just take their time, and it's kind of annoying.
Yeah. In Vanguard is a different, like, in Vanguard you can actually...
Vanguard is a Vanguard. I like Vanguard a bit more than Yu-Gi-Oh. Why? It's simple. I mean, it's nothing to rip your hair out.
Exactly.
There's no need for traps or spells. It's literally just full-on card fighting, as the name would suggest. Card fight Vanguard.
And it's just amazing. Like the game, you could end the game in 5 minutes. Like, it's not gonna take you long.
Again, this is depending on the player. You could still have a player at any point who will just take forever to make a move. However, from what I've seen, this is a faster paced game.
Oh yes, very faster paced. Like
now, no, go on.
Yeah, like this game, the longest me and Steve have when we played it, the longest we've taken has been like 10 to 15 minutes. That's it. That's the longest. So yeah.
Whereas in Yu-Gi-Oh, one duel would cost us our entire lunch hour. In Vanguard, we could fit in like 10.
Because in Yu-Gi-Oh, even if you have 100 life points, you can win. While in Vanguard, if you only have 1 point less to lose, then you're gonna lose the scripted game. You're just gonna win.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, like, you know,
you can win it.
even if you can win if, even if you have like even if you have like 5 damage counters on you.
Yeah, but it's to win it you need a miracle sometimes.
Yeah, them heal triggers.
Yeah.
Now, if you're, and now, gotta explain the rules to Vanguard. Explain the rules to Yu-Gi-Oh. Vanguard basically is it's like it's literally the fullest amount of cards you'll ever have on the field is literally 6.
Yeah.
Three front guard, 3 rear guard. The rear guards boost the front guards. Okay, literally, if you want to know the rules, just watch the first 5 episodes of the anime, and they tell you, they explain it to you right there.
The first episode explains
like the basic of the rules.
Yeah.
What's next that we're going to go? So, in the rule wise, and in gameplay wise, in time wise, these factors do matter because there are some people who are patient, some people who aren't patient. I just got texted. But in our view, in rules and stuff, we think Yu-Gi-Oh isn't bad, but since we're young, since we're like young and faster paced. Not to say that not all young people are not young and faster paced. Oh, you guys know what I mean. But we think Vanguard is a superior game in that respect.
Yes.
There is a respect where Yu-Gi-Oh can be but there's also another respect where Yu-Gi-Oh can be fuck, what was I gonna say? The superior game. They win. When Yu-Gi-Oh wins is that it has time and a bigger fan base than Vanguard does.
Yes, it does.
Because it has time in its hands. Vanguard just came out new, and really I have hope for this game, and I hope it really grows.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh has the higher fan base. Yu-Gi-Oh has the higher number of card sales. Yu-Gi-Oh is dominating the market.
Yes, Yu-Gi-Oh is ripping us, is raping our wallet.
Well, it raped our wallets before. Funny story, actually. We used to go to this card shop. We're not going to mention the card shop name because reasons. Yeah, we don't know. We don't want to endorse them or anything, or not endorse, but like just not to piss them off. But anyways, literally that shop ran on Yu-Gi-Oh, and as soon as the
okay.
we're talking at the same time. You want to talk or do you? I'll let you talk about this one since I've been talking the whole time.
As soon as Yu-Gi-Oh stopped selling, less players went there because I only saw like 2 players of Vanguard, Pokemon and Magic, but Yu-Gi-Oh it closed because Yu-Gi-Oh was not giving anything anymore. Like no more. Adios. Bye bye. That's Yu-Gi-Oh was just ended for like when
no Yu-Gi-Oh as my friend Robert would say. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're still talking. You were cutting out. I couldn't hear. But yeah, as my friend, our friend Robert said, Yu-Gi-Oh is a dead game at this point. I mean, literally. Oh, well, in Puerto Rico it kind of is because nowhere else plays it. In Puerto Rico, most people just play here. It's Magic. It's just.
Yeah.
I don't see many Vanguard players or Pokemon players, so I think Magic is dominating the market. Over here.
And in the U.S. too, not just Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah, if you think, yeah, I went to the USA this one time. I went to a card shop to see if I could buy some Vanguard, maybe Yu-Gi-Oh even, and they didn't have any. I was surprised. They had Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but they were crap. But all they had was a bunch of Magic cards, and it was like, damn. Now, next we're going to compare from what I've seen, because I think I've seen more of the communities, and Gabriel some the Yu-Gi-Oh community, but I've seen the Vanguard community. We're going to be comparing communities now. The community for Vanguard is, I would say, generally nicer in My opinion. From what I've seen, no one really calls you out for having a certain card in your deck. Much like if you're a rookie in Magic who wants to, in Vanguard, because basically everything must be the same archetype. If you put Royal Paladin with Royal Paladin, you put Kagura with Kagura, you put Deep Sea Diva with Deep Sea Diva. It's nothing too complicated to get through. However, in Yu-Gi-Oh, you try to be innovative. It's like you've committed the ultimate sin. I remember, Gabriel, you talking about that one time where a couple of guys like freaking scolded me for having a certain Blackwing card in my deck.
Oh my god. Okay, so this guy, his nickname was Zero. Yes, Zero, the guy from Code Geass. I'm just kidding, it's not Rouge. But he was a bad ass.
Dude, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it like that. You can't people play. It's not right.
He just he didn't just scold his deck. He also mine. Like, oh, you can't have this card or this card or this card. Oh, this card, hell no. On my deck. Oh, Neos Weissman doesn't belong to an elemental hero deck. We beat
two of like the best players in our school with Neos Weissman, and it was a tag duel.
And it's not like these players, just because they're from our school, they're going to like, oh, they're crap. These guys.
They're pretty good.
They were pretty good, and one of them actually entered in a tournament and got to the finals. And I summoned Niels Weissman against them and almost defeated them. And they were like, oh, you can't have Niels Weissman in an elemental hero deck. Dude, I've summoned it more than twice on this deck, so don't bitch about it.
And in my case, the reason he scolded me for was because I had a couple of Blackwing cards I shouldn't. They said that they're not running the meta, but they have worked for me in the past, and they did work for me during one of the duels I had against them. So I don't really get the whole archetype thing. Like I said, Vanguard, it's pretty simple with the archetypes.
The only thing in Vanguard that you need to have is the same clan, and that's it.
That's about it. You can't really screw up on that. It's just personal preference. I know there isn't much innovation going on there, but because you can't mix the different clans together, but it's pretty good. It keeps it organized, you know. But yeah. But since it's, like I said, Vanguard is generally new, no one really knows that much about what they're doing. Some people do, some people don't. I kind of know what I'm doing. Some people don't. So that's why people are generally nice. So Yugioh has been on the board for a long time. So you've got veterans, you've got rookies, and the rookies, when they try to go, the veterans just crush them. It's horrible.
Because this is not the series where a rookie pulls out Exodia and wins. No, this is real life. If you're a rookie, you're crushed. You're crushed.
They will kill you in 2 turns because apparently freaking everyone's merciless now. Everyone must carry a tournament deck with them.
Yes, and I hate that. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh's for fun. It's not for playing like for money. It's just for fun. People are even like going to shops and stealing the cards.
Freaking people are going into freaking Barnes and Nobles and stealing the cards out of the fucking manga.
Yes, they open the manga, take the card out, and leave. They don't even buy the manga. Some of them buy the manga just to get the card. They don't even read it. And actually, the Yu-Gi-Oh manga is really good. They should read it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But, so, yeah. The point goes to Vanguard on this. They have a nicer community, but that could change because, well, we don't know yet because, like I said, it is a newer game.
Yes.
Alright. Continuing on. Now we're going to be talking about the prices of these games.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Vanguard won this. Vanguard's going to win this one hands down because, from what I've seen, they're generally cheaper for what I've seen. From what I've bought and seen, they're generally cheaper than Yu-Gi-Oh cards. A normal Yu-Gi-Oh.
One normal Yu-Gi-Oh card can cost you thousands of dollars. No,
not thousands. Not thousands.
Yeah, I've seen thousands, dude. I've seen thousands.
What the fuck, really?
Yeah.
I remember that in order to build an Infinity deck I wanted to build, and I put everything right into it, it would cost me over 150, and I was like, "Fuck this shit."
In
I
Vanguard,
play.
one card can cost you $30, one, but that's like one in like it has to be super rare. It's not like Yugioh that even if it's not a super rare card, oh, this has to cost so much because of its effect.
Well, again, this has to do with the fact that Yu-Gi-Oh's older.
Yeah.
Because being older, certain cards have high demands for it.
Yeah.
So Vanguard's winning because it's new. That's the only reason why it's beating Yu-Gi-Oh right now, because it's a newer and it's a faster paced game at this point. So a lot of the points are going to Vanguard at the moment.
Now, I want to talk a bit about the artwork here.
Both games have really good artwork.
Have excellent artwork, and it's really good. Like I still have I still have my Elemental Hero deck, and I have my Neo's Wiseman, and the artwork for that is so awesome. And then I have started to build my Bermuda Triangle deck, and I have my Mermaid.
Bermuda Triangle. I'm sorry, I call them Deep Sea Divas. I feel bad now.
They are Deep Sea Divas.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right.
So yeah, I got my Mermaid flute, like, and she's still a good artwork. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and pick Vanguard over Yu-Gi-Oh in the artwork because Vanguard, like, they take the whole card and put the artwork. Yu-Gi-Oh just puts like a little, what's it called, a frame and puts the artwork. So I'm gonna go with Vanguard on this one. They put the whole artwork on the back on the card, and also on the back, the Vanguard is cooler than Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yep, the back of the card is the important part. We used to think the Yu-Gi-Oh black hole was cool for a while, but when you got a black and blue thing that says Card Fight Vanguard, it looks freaking amazing.
Yeah.
All right. So in hindsight, Vanguard right now, I hope it starts dominating the scene because it's a really good game. It's really fast paced, really fun, and it dominates in our review because it's newer.
So Vanguard in card game, Vanguard defeats Yu-Gi-Oh.
Vanguard defeats Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh is, from what I've seen, is dying slowly. No one's willing to pay for the cards anymore. It's just a slow death. It's dying like slowly.
Yeah.
All right. So this is part one, which we reviewed the card games.
And we're gonna make part two.
Now we're gonna go into part two. Now we're gonna go into part two where we compare the anime.
So yeah.
So we'll see you in the next part.
Yeah, guys.